Hello, good evening, hello, happy Saturday. Hey everyone, good evening. Just add a scarf to the curly hair. What do we think? Hello, hello. I thought I'd jump on it and just do some nice, fresh, kind of natural makeup today. I've just curled the hair. I'm kind of loving this side. This side didn't do the exact same as this side. Quite liking this side though. This is like, but you never get them both the same, do you? It's just got to be wild, curly, whatever. Curly hair, don't care. So I'm going to do some natural makeup, you know, like if you like the really heavy makeup look, you're probably watching the wrong person. I kind of go for most of the time like quite a natural kind of fresh vibe even when I'm going out. So I am gonna put a little bit of eye makeup on, but I'm gonna just put on one shade. I know lots of you message me saying like you get scared of doing eyeshadow because you don't know how to do all the blending and all the crazy, you know, different colours in different places. So I'm just going to show you what I do, which is just use one shade because you can do such a pretty eye look without making it too complicated. Now, one thing I do recommend when you're doing any eye look is eye primer. Now, I had no idea what this was even for. Like, I was like, why do I need an eye primer? But it really does make your colours last longer. They're much brighter. They stay on longer. Now, if you've not got an eye primer and you're like, I just don't have one, if you put a bit of concealer on your eyelids just before you put any eye makeup on, it'll do sort of the same job. It'll hold it. Your eyeshadow will bond to it and it'll stay nice and bright. So I'm going to let me grab my little sponge brush. Let me show you which colour I'm going to use because these are just absolutely, I call it the wedding. It's like a wedding palette, isn't it? Look at that. Absolutely stunning. But I'm just going to go with this nice gold because of the colours that I've got on. I've got like a bit of a, got like a bit of a copper vibe going on, haven't I? So I'm going to go with this nice pigmented gold and I'm just going to pop it all over my eyelid. I'm just going to keep it dead simple and I'm just going to put that all across. It's nice and sparkly. And I'll just pop that on with like a sponge brush. You don't need to go all crazy. It is nice sometimes, don't get me wrong, to do like a smoky eye and all that jazz, but you don't always have to do that. You can just use one colour. And it looks just as pretty as doing a full-on dramatic smoky eye, I think. Just a nice soft gold, and I do like my shimmery soft golds. I think it just goes with my tones. My golds seem to just bring the blue out in my eyes. Just take a little bit into the corner. But how simple is that? Like, you don't need to make it dead complicated all the time for it to look pretty. Just pick a colour, put it across your eyelid, and then just blend it out in the corner a little bit into your crease. It doesn't always need to be some dead complex smoky eye with 3 different eye colours just to look nice, do you know what I mean? And I know how to do a smoky eye, but I don't always do like 3-4 colours. I sometimes just think, do you know what, that's just as nice. Nice and natural. A little bit of gold. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I call like medium sort of fresh base. So I know a lot of people do like a full coverage, no pores, you can't see your skin through it. As I've got a little bit older, I'm kind of backstepping a little bit away from the whole full coverage. I don't know why. We've got a load of different foundations that are amazing, but I'm just always leaning towards like a medium fresh, you can see skin through it. I don't know whether it's like because I'm taking the collagen as well and I'm feeling like my skin's healthier and glowing, so I'm not as bothered about it being completely hidden, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you my BB cream that I use because it's quite a decent coverage for a BB cream. It's not like the ones that you get in the shop that are like just a moisturiser. I'll show you now, but I'm going to start with a little bit of the Mattifying Primer. Now, if you suffer with sort of oily skin around your T-zone, around your nose and things like this, this is absolute magical. It's got snow mushroom. I'm not going to try and describe it. Doesn't look very appealing. It's like it feels like a gel. It's got snow mushroom, but what that does is it has like a blurring effect on your pores. So if you've got visible pores caused by the oil, it's going to really minimize them. That's one of my sort of problem areas, is kind of here around the nose, but this goes everywhere because a primer stops your makeup sinking into your pores, makes your makeup last longer, and this particular one reduces your oil and hides your pores. So it's got like a blurring effect to it. It's very clever. So I'm going to put that everywhere before I start. I was trying to ring me when I'm on a live. Hey Kate, hey Amy. Oh, your names are all popping up all of a sudden. Hey Jenny. Hey Salam Kamral. Hey Kath. Hey Jane. Hey Helen. Hello. Good evening. What's everyone else doing on a Saturday? I'm going out for my friend's birthday. I'm going to see my friend. I've not seen her for ages. So that's why I'm doing a little bit of makeup. Now, I'm going to show you, this is my BB cream. It's much better than what you might have seen in the shops before. The coverage is pretty good. It's a medium coverage. I might have put a little bit too much on there. And honestly, it's enough because it gives you the coverage you need. But it doesn't, it doesn't sort of cover your pores too much so that you can feel like your skin is too... Let me show you what I mean. So I whack it on, super easy. It's one of the easiest foundations to put on because you just whack a little bit everywhere and then just blend it out. I tend to go with like a really big flat-ended brush just because it means I'm not blending for ages. So I just... Now look at that coverage, all that redness. I do have a little bit of pink tone. And it's sort of neutralised all of that, freshened up under my eyes. Let's just get around the nose. And just blend that out. Now, I love this because I just feel like it gives your face a drink. You know, like if your skin is... Now, you'll have just heard me talk about like oily skin. My skin's combination, it's really weird. So I can get... basically like oily areas, but I can also get dry areas. And what I've learned through all like the skincare stuff that I've done is that hydration is the best thing for any skin type, because if your skin's oily, it's usually producing too much oil because it's dehydrated. So therefore more moisture and hydration is going to stop it panicking and it's going to stop overproducing oil. And if you're hydrating your face, you're going to help the dry areas as well. So I know if you've got oily skin, it can be tempting to think, let's try and dry it out. But actually, when you understand your skin, when it's overproducing oil, it's actually because it's screaming for moisture and it's overproducing as a way of compensating. So when you start to then, you know, give it the serums, the hydrating masks, all that kind of thing, as much as it feels like an odd thing to do, after a couple of weeks, you'll notice that your oil balances itself out because your skin comes out of panic mode and stops overproducing. So, yeah, you'll have to give that a go. If you do suffer with oily skin, give that a go and let me know. Right, there's the BB cream. Now, you wouldn't think that was a medium coverage foundation, but I just love that you can still see my skin through it. I feel like that's quite a fresh looking foundation. Now what I do is I do top it if I'm going out with a tiny bit, because it is like a dewy finish. I do top it with a little bit of loose powder just because I do prefer a matte. So as much as I like the nice fresh kind of medium coverage, I do like a matte. So I just give it a little dust with a bit of setting powder, and that just transforms it into a matte. Right, now girls, I'm going to show you a proper little trick, right? This is something that I've been doing for a while with I've not been using bronzer, but what I've been doing is, and you get this amazing, like, natural glow. Hey, Joanne, hey. I think my comments are, like, slow. If I'm not answering straight away, like, I'm not being ignorant. I think my things are slow. Hey, Natalie, oh, thank you. So I'm going to show you a little trick to kind of, if you feel like your skin is a little bit dull and you want to give it that little bit of like, bit of something, I'm going to show you with 2 little products how you can just get a really natural looking glow from makeup. So here we go. So the first one is, I use quite a light coloured blush. So this is probably one of my lighter pink blushes. I'm going to show you where I put this because I do put it a little bit higher up than I used to in my 20s. So I'll grab my blusher brush and I'll put that about here. So I don't come right down to the cheek, I just put it here. So if you feel your cheekbone, you're going just above and just a little bit higher up than you would usually. Oh. Let's not do that. I'm going to end up with some weird looking curls. And then same on this side. So it's almost on the top of your cheek, but not right down here, just up to the sides. A little bit here. Right. So once you've got that on, and you've given that a little blend, so it looks nice and fresh, the next thing you're going to do now, this is just, it's crazy how good this looks when it's done. So I'm going to just put a tiny bit of concealer under my eyes, just to brighten up. Now, I do not use a lot of concealer, because I am over 40, and if you put too much concealer when you're over 40, what you'll do is you'll just end up with it sitting in your fine lines and wrinkles, and it will actually show you, it's going to highlight your fine lines and wrinkles. But if you use a tiny bit and you just tap, you get this really, really fresh look under your eyes. And it doesn't feel too heavy, you don't get anything sitting in your lines and wrinkles. It just gives it a really nice brightening effect. And it's exactly where you need it. So you're doing the V shape, you're just not drawing it on really thick. Now that feels nice and light. Now, you can tap it out with a brush. You can do it with your fingers. But don't sweep, just tap. Because what you want to do is just keep that concealer where it is. Now, watch this. This is like the final bit to the glow. It's such an amazing sort of hack. So I get like a really fluffy, like it's not like my foundation brush, it's like a really fluffy brush. Bit of powder highlighter. And, right, look at the cheek. I'm going to go just down here. Smooth the hair. We'll come in just down the top of the cheekbone there. Same on this side. Now this is going to catch the light just amazing. Just down the top of the cheekbone. There we go. Now look at that. Don't know if you can see that now, but how fresh does that look? And it's not even, it doesn't look like you've got loads of makeup on. You've just got this amazing, amazing little bit of highlight going on. Nice fresh glow. Same on the other side. How easy is that? It's just the best hack ever. A little bit of powder flipping highlight. Who knew? So there you go. That's my cheat. That is my cheat. In addition to the collagen, obviously that is helping, I'm not going to lie. Right, and then I'm just going to pop on a little bit of 4D because we can't leave the house without some lashes. This is just what makes any eye look done. So I'm just going to, if you've never used this before, it's amazing. It's such a good difference. It's such like an amazing alternative to your false lashes. If you need to give your lashes a rest, this is really conditioning. And It's just a way for your lashes to recover and you to still feel good when you're going out. So a little wiggle. That just releases your fibres into your lashes. Hey June, hey Cara, everybody's on. The little wiggle at the bottom just releases the fibres into your lashes. They don't fall out or anything. They're all like specially Y-shaped, so they kind of interlock with your own lashes. I've never had a fibre fall out or anything like that. It's like they are really, really good. They're not loose. And then if you just blink, hold the wand in front and blink. Look at that. We have liftoff. And amazing lashes coming out of nowhere. Look at them. Love them. Right, so other one. Hey Christine, hey Jude. My hair is wild today, these curls. Just fancied a change. Little wiggle. And then blink. Ah. There we go. Huge. Love them. Super, super easy. Little wiggle. I do find if you're doing, you know, if you struggle with lashes, the best thing to do is get your mirror and hold it down so that you're looking into the mirror and you're just blinking onto it. If that makes sense. I had something in my eye then. There we go. So yeah, it is easier if you hold the mirror underneath, just because you're looking straight up at your lashes then, and you don't get, you're less likely to kind of catch your eyeshadow that you've just done. But the best trick for any mascara really is to just hold your wand in front and blink. It massively separates out your lashes. That's the best tip I could ever give you, is hold it in front and keep blinking, because it combs your lashes as you're putting it on, instead of just, you know, instead of you just brushing it on, your lashes are kind of giving themselves a comb as you blink. There we go. What do we think? Woo! Ready? Lashes done, eyes done, a little bit of highlighter to get the sparkle on. Let's go with a little bit of, oh, do you remember the lip plumper? They did like a limited edition with a colour. I'm thinking this might suit actually and give me a little bit of plump, get a little bit more plumpness. It's like a nude berry kind of colour, this. Does that go with the colours? I'm thinking that's quite a good match actually. It's almost matching my dress, that. I can feel the little tingling starting, because it was a limited edition lip plumper. So the one that we've got on the website is the clear one that you can put over any lip colour. This one was a limited edition with a colour in it. There we go. Right, girls, I think I'm done. But what do we think of the BB for coverage? Because I just really like that fresh kind of, I feel like I can see my skin. It's not too heavy, nice and fresh. Right, girlies, have an amazing, amazing evening, whatever you're doing. And I will see you soon. Have an amazing day, amazing Saturday. See you soon.